What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today is day 27 of the 30 days of wholesaling houses. For those that have no idea what the 30 days of wholesaling houses is, I decided for the month of May to do daily videos showing you step by step how to flip and wholesale houses in your city. So please do yourself a favor, start in day one of the 30 days of wholesaling houses. You can find the playlist in the channel. Start in day one, do yourself a huge favor and get caught up to speed so you can start making money flipping houses. And by the way, for those that have no idea who I am, my name is Saenz. I'm a 23-year-old real estate entrepreneur. Started flipping houses at the age of 18. Over the last few years, I've wholesaled and flipped a few hundred homes, and I want to show you guys exactly how I did it for absolutely free. So make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and let's get going with day 27. Let's go. Alright guys, so here we are in day 27. We've gone over a lot of information. Again, if this is your first video that you've watched on this channel, make sure you go back to day one and get caught up to speed because we've gone over a lot. We've talked about what wholesaling is, how to find seller leads, how to market to seller leads, how to talk to sellers, how to get a deal under contract, and how to find cash buyers. So now that we've gone over all those steps, the next thing to do, especially once you have a deal and then once you have offers for your deal, say you have a deal and you've posted on Facebook groups, you put out bandit signs for buyers, and you've gotten already a few phone calls and people want to buy the property, and say, you know, you got a property for 100,000, it's worth 160, and you found a buyer for 110. What do you do now? And in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to fill out an assignment contract. It is a way to assign your contract to a cash buyer. It's the way that you get paid, and this is how the money is made. So again, on the process, say the house is worth 100,000 and we got a property for 50,000 under contract. You know, say we put some bandit signs on the streets, seller called us, we get a property for 50,000, and then the house is worth 100, and then we find a buyer for 60,000. The way that you're going to make money is by an assignment contract, and in this video I'm going to be showing you step by step how to fill it out. So then when you have this assignment contract fill out, this is where you're going to send to the title company along with the earnest money from the buyer, and then this is how, you know, you're going to have your sales contract with the seller, you're going to have your assignment, title company is going to see it all, facilitate all the paperwork, draw up all the numbers, you know, buyer's going to wire in the 60,000, which then 50,000 is going to go to the seller, and then 10,000 is going to go to you, which is referred to as an assignment fee. So let's dive into it. I want to show you step by step how to fill out the contract. And before I start, guys, please seek legal counsel. This assignment contract I've used in many states. However, every state, every county, everything is different all over the country, so make sure you check with your title company, check with a local real estate attorney, but please do your own due diligence when it comes to using these in your states. I've used this in Phoenix and Nevada and a few other states, but again, that is me, and I am not held liable for what you guys do. So please do yourself a favor, get educated and informed when it comes to assignment contracts in your state. But without further ado, let's dive right into it. Guys, so here we are. Here we have an assignment contract. This is the free assignment contract that I'm giving to every single one of you for absolutely free. If you want access to this assignment contract, click on the link in the description. It's the first one there. Click the link, insert your information, and you're gonna get emailed this exact assignment contract. All right, guys, so here we are. I'm gonna walk you right through it. So assignment of real estate purchase and sell agreement. So remember, the contract with the seller is a real estate purchase and sell agreement. This is how you assign your rights, your position in the contract to a cash buyer for a fee. So let's go through it. This assignment is made, this is where you're gonna put the date. Today is May 27th, day of May 2020. So this is today's date. By, this is where you're gonna put your name. So I'm just gonna put, you know, you'll put your own name, or if you have an LLC, you put that in here. Hereinafter referred to as assignor. So you're the assignor because you're assigning the real estate purchase and sell agreement for a fee to the assignee. Assignee is the cash buyer. So hereinafter referred to as assignor to buyers. Here we're just gonna put, you know, 123 LLC. You know, that's most cash buyers do have an LLC that they use. So hereinafter referred to as assignee. Remember, you're the assignor and they're the assignee, aka the cash buyer. Whereas assignor has entered into a certain real estate purchase and sell agreement with seller. So this is where you're gonna put the seller name. So say, you know, it's Bob Smith, this is the seller name, and assignor as buyer, which agreement was executed on. So here you're gonna put the date that you got the purchase agreement. Say we got the deal, you know, 2 days ago, so May 25th, 2020. By said assignor and said seller for the purchase and sale of certain real estate property lying and situated at, and this is where you're going to put the property address of the deal, of the house, of the property, of the land that you have under contract. So here we are, we're going to put, 123 Main Street, Phoenix, AZ 85004. Here you're going to put the tax ID. The tax ID can be found in the county assessor, or if you just go to Zillow, they also have it in the details. But usually it's like 12357 00 something. I mean, it almost looks like a social security. So you put the tax ID. If you can't find the tax ID, you don't necessarily have to put it, but make sure the property address is there. And continuing here, so address, tax ID, also referred to as the parcel number. And let's continue. So, and more particularly described in said agreement, copy of said agreement being attached hereto as Exhibit A. So when you assign a contract, the cash buyer is going to want to see the original contract, make sure that everything, looks good, because again, they're taking possession of the contract, they're taking the rights of the contract, and they're paying you a fee for it, which is referred to as an assignment fee. So let's continue. Whereas assignor desires to assign, transfer, sell, and convey to assignee all the assignor's rights, title, and interest in, to and under said real estate purchase and sell agreement. So this is pretty much saying that you are assigning and transferring all your rights, your title, and interests on this purchase agreement. So you're transferring all your rights to the cash buyer so then he can close on the property. So moving on here, so whereas assignee is desirous of receiving all of assignor's rights, title, and interests in, to and under said real estate purchase and sale agreement. So again, this is just saying the assignee, which is the cash buyer, is taking on the real estate contract, the real estate agreement that you have. So here now, therefore, for and in consideration of the sum of an assignment fee. So this is where you're going to put the assignment fee. So again, if you have a property that's worth $100,000 and you find a cash buyer that wants to buy it for $60,000 and then you got it for $50,000, your assignment fee is going to be $10,000. So here we're going to put the assignment fee. We're going to put $10,000, and here you're going to type it out. So you're going to put $10,000. So 10,000, if I can spell. See, the funny thing about real estate is you just need to know how to do this. You don't have to know any crazy math or crazy spelling, but here we are. So $10,000 assignment fee. And then here you're going to write out $10,000.00 and other good and valuable considerations, the sufficiency of which is hereby acknowledged. Assignor has assigned, transferred, sold, and conveyed, and by these presents does hereby assign, transfer, sell, and convey onto assignee all the assignor's rights, title, and interest into and under said real estate purchase and sell agreement. So this is you as the assignor and the cash buyer as the assignee. You guys are agreeing to the terms. And you as an assignor, you're pretty much knowing that you're transferring all your rights and interests in the property. And then the cash buyer, which is the assignee, he's agreeing to it as well. So moving on. So assignor, which is you, agrees to receive, and assignee agrees to pay in full said assignment consideration on closing date of said real estate purchase and sell agreement. So this is saying that your cash buyer is agreeing to pay you the assignment fee of the $10,000. If the assignee, which is the cash buyer, does not purchase, close on above said property due to any type of assignee default, assignee shall be responsible to pay in full said assignment consideration to assignor. So this is saying if the cash buyer doesn't close because of his own fault, he is still held liable to pay the $10,000 that he signed for. So moving on, this assignment shall be binding upon assignor and shall ensure to the benefit of assignee and its successors, heirs, and assigns. Yeah, so this is pretty much saying that the assignee is, in a binding contract, and the assignor, in case anything happens, has his successors, heirs, or assigns, which is other assignees that he can assign to. Moving on, assignee hereby assumes all of assignor's duties and obligations set under real estate purchase and sell agreement. This is saying that the buyer is going to take on the role that you had in your original purchase agreement. Assignee agrees to perform all covenants, conditions, and obligations required by assignor under said agreement and agrees to defend, indemnify, and hold assignor harmless from any liability or obligation set under agreement. And then we'll finish this out. So assignee further agrees to hold assignor harmless from any deficiency or defect to the legality or enforceability of the terms of said agreement. So this is pretty much saying that the cash buyer is going to come through and take on your position and actually get it done. If you guys want deeper details like actual legal, again, check with a local real estate attorney or check with your title company. They can elaborate on the wording. I mean, this is like old English to me sometimes, and I'm trying my best to explain it to you guys, but you guys just want deeper knowledge and understanding of it. I'm trying my best, but feel free to talk to a real estate attorney and or a title company agent. Almost done here. So assignee agrees and understands that assignor is not acting as a real estate broker or agent in this transaction, is not representing either party, but rather is acting as a principal and selling his interest in the above reference agreement to assignee. So this is saying that the assignee, which is a cash buyer, knows that you are not a real estate agent or broker. If you are, you have to disclose that. And this is saying that you are your own party and you're not representing the seller in any way because you're your own party. Time is of the essence in this agreement. I'm sure we all kind of know what that means. Time is money. Assignee is in possession of original agreement. So again, make sure that you give a copy of your original real estate contract, real estate agreement to the cash buyer so he knows exactly what he's getting assigned. Guys, so right here is probably the most important part of the assignment contract. Earnest money. So when you assign a deal to a cash buyer, I highly suggest that you get a $3,000 to $5,000 earnest money check. That check is not to be paid to you. That check is paid to the title company in good faith that he's going to perform on this contract. If you're dealing with a higher price point home, say the house is $500,000, $1 million, I would definitely try to get a earnest money of $10,000 plus. And anything below that, $3,000 to $5,000 is normally industry standard. We do $5,000 on all our deals if somebody wants to buy a deal, and buyers have no issue because I mean $5,000 earnest money, as long as it's a good deal, title's clear, and they're gonna get a good deal, and it's gonna be a win-win situation. So here you're gonna put $5,000 earnest money. If you're dealing with a lower price point home, do $3,000, do $2,500. So earnest $5,000 non-refundable earnest money shall be deposited at. So this is non-refundable. Once they sign this and they deposit the $5,000, they have to close on the property. If they don't close on the property, then you can keep the non-refundable earnest money. The only time that you can keep it is if they default for whatever reason, they just don't close or can't close. Guys, so the only time that the cash buyer is going to get their earnest money back is in the case where the title of the property isn't clean. You know, they can't get clear title, there's liens and judgments, or something is just messing up the deal, the seller doesn't sign. So in that case, he does get his money back. But if the seller's good to go, the title's good to go, and then the cash buyer just doesn't close on that day, you can legally, through the title company, you can keep the $5,000 earnest money. But I just advise that you work things out, whether it's with your seller or your cash buyer. There has been many times where we've kept the earnest money that necessarily wasn't our fault. The buyer, was acting shady or blah, blah, blah. But for the most part, just try to always get the deal done. Don't try to keep anybody's money or hold anybody to it. Just get the deal done. Do some good business and you will be rewarded. So here we go. So $5,000 non-refundable earnest money shall be deposited at title company. So this is where you're going to put your title company name. We use Empire West here in Phoenix, so we put Empire West Title Company by 5 p.m. the next day. The next business day. So make sure if you assign a deal on Saturday, don't expect the cash buyer to deposit their earnest money on Sunday. Expect them to deposit on the next business day. So they have until the next business day to deposit the earnest money. If they don't deposit it and say you have another offer, then you can cancel this agreement because they didn't deposit it by 5 p.m. So that way you're not held liable. So say that you guys both signed the assignment on a Saturday. Monday comes around, it's 6 p.m. He didn't deposit the earnest money. He wasn't a serious cash buyer. You get another offer. You can assign the contract to somebody else because he didn't deposit earnest money that day, making it, legit. So he's out of the deal. So again, the earnest money will be going to the title company and not you. Earnest money shall be applied towards the overall purchase price of... This is where you should be paying attention. So here we're gonna put the total purchase price. So again, if we have a house for $100,000, it's worth $100,000. We got it for $50,000, and we sold it, assigned the deal for $60,000. The total overall purchase price is $60,000. So this is a total purchase price that the cash buyer is going to pay plus the closing cost. So a cash buyer would come in, if he's paying cash, he'd probably pay like $62,000 for the entire purchase. But here we're going to put the entire overall purchase price of $60,000. So overall purchase price is the price that you got with the seller plus your assignment fee. So again, if you get a property for $100,000 and you assign it for $20,000, it's $120,000. That is the overall purchase price, guys. And here, assignor is you. You're gonna put your name right here, or your LLC name. You're gonna sign right here. If you have an LLC, you just put manager. If you don't have an LLC, just do your normal signature, and then you're gonna date it. And then here you're gonna put the buyer name, their LLC name, or the regular name, whatever they want to use to buy the property. They're gonna sign here. They're gonna date there. Make sure that here you put your initials. So assignor, which is you, you're gonna put your initials, AS, which is mine, and then assignee is gonna initial there. And then make sure that you initial the first page here. And this is how you fill out an assignment contract. Look, this can be done in person. Say you meet the cash buyer at the property. This is something that you can take and then they can fill it out then and there. Or this is also something that you can DocuSign. DocuSign is a website where you can send electronic documents so they can e-sign it, which is a signature over the internet. We use DocuSign for all of our assignment contracts, all of our purchase agreements when it comes to sellers. So make sure you utilize DocuSign.com. That is a great resource. But guys, that is exactly how you fill out an assignment contract. If you guys have any questions regarding this specific video, this specific assignment contract, comment down below. I'm gonna get back to as many as I can. And as usual, guys, I just want to thank you for the continuous support. Make sure that you check out our podcast. We have over 50 plus episodes with a ton of inspiring and motivating and successful real estate entrepreneurs. So check that out on your own time. Also, please make sure you like this video. It's helping us rank in the algorithm. Make sure you comment down below, subscribe to the channel. And that is it for day 27. We have a few more videos to go and I cannot wait to show you guys the rest of the process so you guys can start making money flipping houses in your city. Guys, thank you so much. Like, comment, share this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you tomorrow in day 28. Let's go.